Okay, welcome to part 2 of making faux tattered angels flowers. In this tutorial and the second part, I am going to color the leaves. I'm going to color them in two ways. I'm going to color first ones, the first set, using my homemade Glimmer mist. Now I am going to use 1 bottle of regular Glimmer mist and then 3 of my own homemade ones. I am going to be doing a tutorial on how I made, or a video on how I made my Glimmer mist. So first I'm going to color the petal that has the smooth edges. I'm going to use my Viridian Green and my Lemon Yellow. But maybe too much yellow there. Give it a little bit more green. And I'm going to put those in my box so that I can dry them. Next, I'm going to color the 3 petals, the ones that have the tattered shape. I will use another Glimmer mist that I made, pink. I'm going to use a combination of colors on the petals. I'm going to use the yellow again. And next I'm going to use a real Tattered Angels Glimmer mist, Flower Power. Put those in my drawing box. I think those will be fine drying by themselves. Next, I'm going to use Twinkling H2Os. Now, I haven't heard many people using these in making their minis or making their flowers, so I'm kind of excited to use these. I bought these several years ago when I was doing my scrapping and crafting. They're made by Luminart, and they're little pots of watercolors with mica, and they have a wonderful, wonderful shimmer. So let me open these up. I've already got them prepped and ready to paint with, hopefully. Yes, they've got water in them. I'm going to use yellow and green. Those aren't the correct names. And a pink. Gold. Oh, that one doesn't have much water in it. I have to put some. And a purple. Let me put some water in the gold so it will be moist and ready to paint with when I want to use it. Okay. First, I am going to paint, of course, my smooth petaled one. The reason I'm painting that green, I'm sure that you figured out by now, is because that's going to be the bottom layer and it's going to be the leaf, or the leafy layer. I think I'm going to paint that with the green first. Now I'm going to just kind of dab it on. You can see the color is much stronger in the paints than it is with the Glimmer mist. Of course, if you are, right now mine are pretty concentrated because I did pour water in them to prepare for the video, so the water has had time to soak in and it's thickened a bit. So there is my green. And clean my brush. Next I will put the yellow. Now you can see that the yellow, it's pretty thick too. So just wet my brush and paint on top of the green. Give it a little two-toned color. Just more yellow over here. Okay, my brush to get cleaned, and I'll close up these. The yellow is called Sunburst, and this green is, as soon as I get the top, Douglas Fir. Okay, again, I'm going to put this back in my drying box. Next, I'm going to paint the other petals, the ones with the tattered angels, the tattered edges. So I think I'm going to use the combination of the gold and the pink and the purple, and I will give you the correct names as soon as I'm finished with them. Okay, clean my brush. Just a little interesting thing here. Here's my cleaning water, and I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer in there. Let's stir it up. I'm going to see if this water might make some kind of a glimmer mist. Okay, I think I'll start out with the gold. Of course, that's going to be a little bit concentrated because I only just put water in. Okay, just dab a little bit. On the edges, and on these ones I'll kind of put it in the middle. Really close to the edge. And not get all of the petals, so I can, and this one I'll just kind of dab all over. Okay, I think I'm done with the gold. Clean my brush. And we will set that aside and go to the pink. Oh wow, I really let that soak. It's used up, it's soaked up almost all of the dry paint. What's really neat is this dries into like a block inside the pot. Okay, let me dab this on. It would probably be better if it was waterier, a little bit thinner, so the colors would be a little more translucent. Okay, that's enough for that one. Let's go over here to the other one here, and I'm just going to dab it on a little. Go on top of the gold. I'll do the same over here, and we'll come over to the last one with the pink. There, I got a little bit too much on the brush. Okay, and what did I put it back in the pot for? I will clean my brush and I'll put the pink aside. Finally, we will use the purple and kind of blend it in with the pink. It looks more like a red than a pink. And the gold. Okay, again, this is probably going to be very, very concentrated. Let's see if I can add some more water to it to kind of thin it out a little. Maybe. No, it's still going to be pretty thick. Well, I've learned my lesson not to put so much water in ahead of time. Let's dab this on. Okay, I'm going to get all of those little white spots that I missed with the other colors. And I'll put that one in to dry. And go on to another petal. I like the different layers of colors we're getting here, even though these paints are so thick. You can still kind of see the other colors underneath if I don't cover them completely. And let's go over this petal here. That's an interesting flower. Brush down. Put that one to dry. And let's paint the last one, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, now that we've colored our petals and our leaves, we're going to use walnut stain distress ink to edge the petals with, to make them look a little distressed. I'm using the walnut stain, and I've not used that very much before, and really it kind of looks like they're burned, I think, but I tried the vintage photo and it didn't seem to pick up as well. So y'all know how to ink up the edges, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I've done them all except for these two, so you can see how they how it goes on with each coloring technique. Of course, this one is the Glimmer Mist. Glimmer, homemade Glimmer Misted one. I'm probably putting too much on there. Maybe that's why it looks so sooty. Oh well. Okay, that one is done. Now we'll do one of the watercolored petals. It's hard to tell if it's really taking the paint. I don't know. Some of the others it kind of was not taking very well. Well, I'm still going to do it whether I can see it or not. Just give me the satisfaction of knowing that it's been done. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this away and get things ready for Part 3, the construction of the flower.